Hello from the Bremen Classic Motorshow in Bremen, and I'm at the park deck where lots of classic cars are for sale, and I'm about to show you some of my favorites here. Let's go! So let's start with a Volvo V90. That's the estate of the S90, of course, and I prefer actually the saloon Volvos. And we have a beautiful Jaguar Mark II, accompanied by a lovely little Triumph. Is it a TR4? I think it is. Mercedes 190, early car without the Sacco planks. And the white indicators are that's a giveaway for me. 550 SLC. And isn't that looking borderline cool, strange? It has a taxi sign on the roof. We have golden alloys. The color is absolutely amazing. Black leather interior. And it's among my favorite Mercedes-Benz cars ever. There we have some deux chevaux, your usual one, and the one when you have some more to haul through the city, and another AZKA. And these are still on French plates. And there we have two interesting Volvo cars, because we have an Amazon, and Amazons are always nice and lovely, especially when they're red. Just check out the red interior and the deep dish steelies. This is just like I would want an Amazon, and it is here with a Volvo 66. The Volvo 66 was born as a DAF in the Netherlands, and this is actually my favorite body style, apart from the awesome looking coupe version, styled by yours truly, Michelotti, and it's utterly lovely, and it comes from Sweden. There we have the original dealer sticker. What a nice car. It would be a far stretch if I say it's a shooting brake, because it's not, but I love three-door estates. Just lovely with the three-window look right here. Oh, haven't seen that. Fiat Uno. So that's a facelift. This is a dealer sign because it says it's almost new with 150 kilometers. So it is almost new. 11,900, and it's a special model. It's the wrap up. Very cool, although I'd prefer the pre-facelift Uno. There is a video on my channel where I drive the turbo, and that was a hoot. Okay, let's go and see what's more. There is a beautiful Ford Granada. Love the color. Probably a 2.3. Can't tell you. I don't know. Let's see what it is. It's a 2.8, the V6. Then we have a R107 US spec and a 123 coupe. Don't like these chromed wheel arches. Anyway, beautiful and very original early Opel Manta, the Berlin Netta. The color is absolutely amazing. Just check this lovely vinyl roof. I think the vinyl roof looks fantastic on an Opel Manta, although I prefer the CC. Original dealer sticker. Opel Clusters from Mannheim. So it is a German car, original Manta decal. It's a Manta S. It's fantastic. Of course. Good old Lancia Fulvia coupe or coupe, whatever you want. And some Mercedes-Benz cars. A really rather rare Volkswagen I think it's a T3, is it? Yeah, it is a T3 Synchro, so it's all-wheel drive and it looks fantastic. But I would prefer a CX. Is it the brake? I think it's called the brake. The Estate CX was always based on the long wheelbase CX, so with this longer door, and it is a massive car. I think you could have these with a third row. It's not a Series 1, this is a later CX. Just see how low it sits on the ground, thanks to the hydropneumatic. And we have a Ford Taunus. And there a car, I don't know much about it. I think it is a IROC Z, built by, well, of course, by the Chrysler company, but was it a Dodge or a Chrysler? I think it was a Chrysler. And I think these look fantastic. I think I had a toy car of this. And you know what? I'm completely wrong. It says it's a Chrysler Daytona. Please forgive me. By the way, it says Shelby on the door, so probably some serious horses in it. Guys, American cars. I don't know. I am not that familiar with the American muscle. Let's peep in here. Let's take a look. So this is the typical Bremen stuff. So you have a lot of old Mercedes-Benz cars, such as this beautiful Mercedes W126 Series S-Class. It's a 300 cloth seats. I'd always prefer cloth for leather. We have a beautiful Rolls-Royce Corniche. Just check out the headlamp wipers. One of my favorite details. Hello, Emily. Lovely Jeep Commando. These are strange looking things, but I sort of like it. Very basic. Let's have a look in here. Driver's seat. It's like a two-seat layout, and there's a third seat, which is folded down. Back's folded down. Very, very basic. So what else? This is stunning. This is a early Citroen CX. A metallic brown. I love the wheels. Steelies with a chromed center cap. Just have a look at the mirror. To me, this is pure art. No mirror here. So let's see what it is. It's a CX 2200 that comes from France. There we have some French stickers, and what I always liked about this car is the rear hatch, because it's not like a hatchback. It opens right here. So this is very, very 1970s. And there we have a car that was born as a Talbot, and that is the Peugeot 309. It's a very, very basic car, and it's cheap. 3,990 euros. So it's the 1.4, 75 horses. That must be enough for that money. It's accompanied by a Golf Mark II GTI. 10,000 euros between these two. 3,900, 13,900. Oh, it's an early one with a quarter light. Unfortunately, not an opening quarter light. Something American, and it says, oh, DeSoto. So this is something Chrysler. As far as I remember, DeSoto was one of the Chrysler brands that, well, disappeared over the years. There, a nice contrast. This lovely early Renault Clio 1.2 on original Steely's plastic center cap. So you could say nothing special, but is special because tell me the last time you've seen such a nice Renault Clio. I like the Clio a lot. Cost almost the same like the 309. Now have a look at this. This is amazing. So this is it's a Opel Record on a Irmscher body kit. And that body kit looks amazing to me. It has a strong Holden vibe. I mean, these were produced as a Holden, but Holden in Australia produced them with massive engines, V8s. You could get them with all sorts of body kits. Even not Australian at all. I'm a Holden guy. And that's why I love this car. Because it has a little Holden smell. It's a GLS, by the way. There we have a Pontiac Fiero. This car is known for being the base for a mess of, Ferrari fake knockoffs and stuff like that. And I do like the Fiero. Was it a plastic body? I think it was. There we have, a Mini and a 190 on questionable wheels, and another Ford Granada. And this is finally a 2.3 V6. Original Steely's with some chrome trim. And there we have some more Volkswagen T3 buses. These are the American spec versions. So this is the Vanagon, and the Vanagon was, usually in a very nice spec, usually with AC and stuff like that. That's interesting. Let's have a look at the front. There you go, and this even is the Wolfsburg edition. Awesome. I just noticed the original California plates still there. There we have a interesting pair of Porsche 928. Early one, later one. And for me, it is this one. One of my favorite 7 Series BMWs. 735. White color, love the coach line here. Grey leather interior. Yummy. 50 years of Golf, by the way, and there we have I think it's a early Golf Mark I convertible. And there we have a Passat, because last year, 50 years of Passat. What do you think about the wheels? It sits low on the ground because of stuff that has been done there. There we have a beautiful Merc W140 S-Class, the big one, and I think it is a SEL, the long wheelbase. I love the 140. This is for, you know, for traveling a long way, and this is for a beautiful landscape, a sunny day, enjoying in your Peugeot 204. Yeah, we have a Beetle, as gold can be, and a Matra Murena. You know, I love everything Matra. Put a Matra badge on this and I'm excited. So I love the Matra, I love everything Matra, because it is so strange with its 3-seat layout. It's a fantastic looking car to me. Probably some trouble involved if you own one of these. Probably almost no trouble at all involved owning a Volvo 940. I owned 2, never had any trouble. And this is one of the stars of the show for me. It is a Toyota Hilux, and what an early one. And you know, these were never sold, at least this generation was never sold in Germany, and this comes all the way from Greece. And you know, the Japanese had an early take on Greece. Mazda even produced cars very early in Greece, almost no one knows. And there's some fun details. By the way, fender mirrors, because Japanese. And then we have a tape. And my Greek is very bad. It's non-existent. So this is a 75, and it's awesome. Deus Ex Machina. Brilliant. The Audi Coupe is a underrated car. I think it looks cool. This is the 6-pot, the 2.6. It's an automatic. Probably a giveaway for the sporty driver, but for the inner 75-year-old in me, it's just perfect. Then we have a Trabant. Then we have a Trabant 601, popular for its Duro Plus body, and it's, oh, have a look at this, the Volkswagen Carman Ghia and a Type 3 squareback. Oh, so okay, it's there. Interesting comparison. So this is the Trabant, and this is the Mini. Some say these look kind of similar. I don't quite get it. And you just have a look at the size of both. The Mini is smaller. Opel Manta, and this is is it a real one? That is the question. The colors are amazing. Irmscher 200. And another favorite is this very, very lovely hairdresser's dream. That is a Suzuki Vitara, and this is the Philippe Costeau variant with a massive and color matching bull bar. Just have a look at the wheels, and you know, you find the Philippe Costeau logo almost everywhere. It's on the wheels, it's on the mirrors, it's almost everywhere. It's here at the B pillar, and then have a look inside. It is beige leather. It has a wooden steering wheel, and it is one of my favorite cars here. Oh, original rain guard with a Suzuki logo. Ooh, Bentley Arnage. That is an impressive car, and it has a hard time to get around the corner. There you go. Lovely. Where was I? I was in front of a Citroën Diane, accompanied by is it the Ami 8? Let's say it's a Citroën Ami. Large Merc, some Beatles. That was a special edition, that red one here, with the red cloth interior and that sort of thing right there. I can't remember the name, but as always, it's somewhere here. Some more cars. Oh, bonjour. traction avant. There is another Mercedes, and they all have a hard time to get around the corner because turning circles are special. There comes the Merc, featuring its double headlights. It's a 4.5. Lovely Volkswagen Squareback with a roof rack. Some more Beetles. I'm not so interested in Beetles, to be honest. Then we have a Golf convertible and a Volkswagen Polo, and it's still on old German DIN plates. And this is cheap, 2,250 euros. It's one of the cheapest cars here. Guys, we're almost there. There we have a Volkswagen Corrado, also on original DIN plates. I love old German DIN plates, you know, without this little blue Euro tag. By the way, Golf Mark III GTI. The Mark III is my least favorite Golf. Very, very early Merc 124 series. Plastic hubcaps, no Sacco planks. Just check out my 124 series meeting video. There you see all the different versions of the 124 series. Beautiful Audi coupe. Isn't that looking fantastic? Then we have a Saab 900 for 9,900 euros on Steelies. Volvo 850, I think it's a 850R, so this has some serious horsepower. And an old Bauer, is it a Bauer coupe? I don't know. And finally, another C107 series, and this is top of the line because it's not only a 450 SLC, it's the 5.0. So this was very different from all the other SLCs. Lots of aluminium parts, and this has some rust spots here and there. Anyway, love the SLC. So it says Defender, but I'm pretty sure this is the Spain built variant, because the front looks to me like something Santana, and I bet it is. Do we have any Santana badge on here? We do not have, but you know, I'm totally sure. So this is the car I came with today. It's a Volvo 440 GLT. And I think these are looking great, especially when they're white. Built in the Netherlands, and this is my favorite body style of them, with a large hatchback. This even got a small spoiler because, you know, GLT. And we had this Ford Granada 2.8i with us on Penta wheels, and the original body kit, it had some problems today on our way here. And then we have a lovely S-Class, W116 280 SE, and there we have a 126 series, and I bet this is coming all the way from France because of the yellow headlights. BMW 2000 Ti, the Neue Klasse, given to us by Hofmeister, with the Hofmeister kink right here. Interesting car, and well, it pushed BMW into a new era. Here we have the small and nimble Fiat Panda. This is a special model. It's the young, and that means it was probably very, very cheap and had less to offer than your usual already poverty-specced Fiat Panda. With some more money, you could get yourself another W140 series. This is it's not the long wheelbase, and it is not a first series. This, by the way, is an S280, the smallest engine available, and the one Princess Di crashed in Paris, unfortunately. W108, 109, I'm always unsure. R129, 928 Porsche, another 126 series Porsche, 911 of course. But I'm not so, can I say, I can't tell you the exact type because it's a Porsche. So I don't know. If you want to know more about Porsches and Ferraris, just go to another channel because it's not the stuff I'm interested in. But I'm way more interested in an early Ford Capri. This is the 1.7. It's a 4-pod, is it? Gold with a black bonnet and a lovely badge that says XLR 1700 GT. Love the black color accents here all around, and of course it has a black rear plate, fascia, whatever. By the way, it's a 911 S 2.7. Now we have it. Another 129, 124, and a beautiful 123. By the way, this is a diesel, the 240 diesel in a lovely beige yellowish color. Another Volkswagen T3 bus. And there we have some more. And this is a Citroen Mahari. So it's a plastic body, I think, bolted on the underpinnings underside of a Citroen de Chevaux shares the same engines. I might be wrong here. Kill me in the comment section if you want. Can't remember the name of this. It's an Alpha. It's an Alpha Spider. But it is it is an Alpha Spider. V6. Is it still with the Buso? I think it is. It's an utterly beautiful car, even though I love the fixed roof variant a little bit more. And now I'm inside, and it's very early, it's Thursday, so I don't want to get in the way of people doing their job here. So I want to show you some of the cars that are already on display, such as this beautiful Porsche 968. And in my eyes, I mean, I said earlier, I'm not a Porsche guy, I'm still not a Porsche guy, but the 968 is just a lovely car and completely underrated because it's still it has all the lines from the 924 and the 944, but I love it. I love these stunning colors these had. Amazing. And this is a 1979 Panther DeVille, and that is a strange looking car. It's a retro design, and it has the doors of a Austin Maxi. There they are. Other Pantera models featured parts of the MG Midget, the doors and the windscreen of it. And I think it's the first time I've seen DeVille. It's an interesting looking car. So it started life as a retro design, and now it's a retro car that is a classic car. Well, it has the Maxi doors that started life on the famous Landcrab series. So this has some serious BMC British Leyland DNA in it. Well, it's only the doors. Anyway, here we have a heavily modified Volkswagen T2 with headlights of maybe an Audi 200, I don't know. And one of my favorites here is this. Well, it's another Renault Clio. And while the one on the parking deck was a poverty spec, this looks like a Baccarat, and it is a Baccarat. Just check out the lovely looking alloys this had. And because it's a Baccarat, it has a full leather interior. It has an automatic gearbox. There we have the B for Baccarat. Baccarat was always the luxurious version of almost everything Renault. And you know, I love small, luxurious cars. And that was pretty rare in the day, back in the day. Now I got myself a small, luxurious car, the Bremen Classic 1500. And you know, this is, well, a far relative. Citroën ID coming in on French plates. Look at the position of the indicator. There we have a C126 Mercedes-Benz Coupe. I think it's a mimosan yellow. 123 series Mercedes-Benz 250 carbureted version, and there we have a lovely Granada Tourneur, the estate version with Klimair rain guards, and it's in a lovely condition. Toyota Celica TA4C, and this is one of my favorite body shapes because it looks very much like a shooting brake. It's a large coupe, very rare car nowadays, and what a lovely looking car. And that is unusual because it's a Mitsubishi Galant. This is a 1991 Galant saloon. There was a liftback version that looked a little bit better, but I think these are very nice cars. And by the way, these are cheap. You know, from time to time, I see myself going through the classifieds, and you can get these for around 2,000, 3,000 euros in a nice spec, because Japanese reliable cars, stunning. There we have a Saab 900 with a Topola camping conversion rooftop thing that looks the part. I can see myself in it. Love the 3-spoke aero wheels and this combination. That's cool. By the way, most of the cars are still under all kinds of wraps, so nothing more to see for me here. I love the Jaguar XJS, and my favorite variant is the XJSC. So before there was a real convertible version, they made the XJSC Targa convertible. And yes, it is my favorite. It doesn't have that almost iconic XJS rear treatment, but it is my favorite because I love the Targa. The Targa roof is just the perfect roof for me. There you can see the Targa section. So yeah, so you can drive them with the Targa roof open and leave the rest up, or you make it almost a full convertible. Well, of course, side windows, they will stick in that position. You know, it has a strong Triumph Stag vibe, and you know I love the Stag. The Gibbs Aquada is a proper amphibious car. So this is the amphicar of the modern era. This is a 2014 Aquada. Just have a look at the interior. It's a 3-seater with a middle driving seat position. 177 PS, and in 2004 Aquada crossed the channel between the UK and the mainland, and it's accompanied by an Opel GT. Another Triumph right there, and a lovely looking Frog Eye. There is a Mercedes 190 2.3 16, pretending like it was the Lauda world record car, accompanied by another 16V, proudly presented by the some Mercedes-Benz Club. There we have another 190, and you know what that is? A Porsche 924. So what else to see here? There is another Beetle. Oh, some lovely MGs. T-Type. I love the old large MG saloons. Even though I can't tell you what is it, a YC? It's a VA. I'm sorry, it's a VA. Is it a early power saloon? Discuss. It looks cool. You know, I'm not into pre-war cars, yet this is looking great. MGA with a hardtop. Then we have a MGB. That is for the track. And wow, an MG Metro 6R4. So this is the rally brother from the MG Metro, Austin Metro. I think it's now the second I've seen in the flesh. Lots of rally lights, because rally lights make every car faster. What a impressive car. So the 6-pot was in the back, just like you knew it from the rally version of the Renault 5. Absolutely amazing. Just have a look at these bold wheels. Amazing. So there we have a Audi 100 Type C1, and this car started life as was it a Mercedes-Benz design? Well, at least ex-Mercedes-Benz people were involved in this car, and you can see that when you just take a look at the car from this angle and pretend that there wasn't be any Mercedes badges, there wasn't be any Audi badges, but a Mercedes-Benz grille. You know, see what I mean? Anyway, Audi 100 Type 43, and the Avant. This is the saloon, but the Avant, the estate, that looked absolutely fantastic. Now let's have a look at this fantastic Lancia. This is the Flaminia saloon. So first we take a look around, and then let me show you some insane detail this has. So anyway, there we have it. It is a large saloon, lovely old original Italian plates. And now when we get to the back of the car, quick peep inside. There you go. And the interesting part is the rear window, because it has 4 wipers. So there are 2 outside and 2 other inside. Isn't that an insane setup of wipers? And it is by far my favorite detail of this car, because it is unusual. I've never seen something slightly similar before, and that's why I love the Lancia Flaminia. Also because Lancia By the way, there is lots of Lancia here today, but before we go to Lancias, we take a look at this early Scirocco. Scirocco 1 styled by Giugiaro, and that was followed by a Volkswagen in-house design. And I like them both. I can't decide a favorite. But right here, I think I would prefer the later Scirocco. The bright red colors, the body kit, the steelies. There we have the pure design of the Scirocco 1. Now, under a wrap, unfortunately, but I will show you a picture I took right now. Wait a second. It is the EA 276 prototype. So one of the cars that led Volkswagen to the Golf. And this was a prototype. It has a pretty interesting history. It had, the look of the car altered over the years. And in the end, it got a air-cooled VW engine from a Beetle in it. And this was actually one of the grandfathers of the Brazilian Volkswagen Gol. And there we have the Golf. But unfortunately, I can't show you the cars properly because I'm a bit too early. There we have a Lancia Stratos. If you haven't noticed, it is a green car. So styled by Bertoni. Oh, a Beta Monte Carlo. And that is the Rally 037 Stradale. And of course, a Delta in full Martini racing colors. And a very interesting looking Lancia van. I don't know what it is exactly, but I do like it. Another Lancia race car. I think this is a Appia. Is it an Appia? I don't know. We will find out. And you are welcome to teach me in the comments. And I just seen it. It's not an Appia. It's a Aprilia. Is that an Appia? I don't know. Okay, guys, what else? Let's go back to the Volkswagen display because there's another interesting car, and that is the Volkswagen Microbus. So this is a T3, but this is the T3 built in South Africa for a very long time. So this is a 1994 Volkswagen Microbus, and of course it is right-hand drive because South Africa, it had a different front grille treatment, at least the later models. By the way, there we have a very early T3. So let's take a look around. So it got the T4 steering wheel, and of course you could get these with automatic climate control, and it has a, now I'm not quite sure, the 2.5, I think that was the engine out of an Audi. Very, very cool. Some other different details to the usual T3 are the side windows. If you take a look at the window line, you know, it goes almost flush with the body and a little bit deeper. And when you look at the original T3, it looks a bit different. Very, very cool. Audi Tradition brought one of the coolest modern cars of the show to the show, and that is this awesome RS4. The color is, I can't find words for it. It simply looks amazing. It has a yellow leather Alcantara interior, and what a cool looking machine. Wow. So I'm not into cars from that era yet. This one, it is one of my favorites here. Okay, There we have a Maserati, a Lancia. So it's a Lancia Flamina 2.3 coupe. My favorite Ferrari of them all. This is the 365 GT4. And you know, the Bitter SC just looks like it. Audi Quattro coupe. Old BMW. And then we have a super rare Volkswagen T2 Transporter, the pickup version. And hell, these are rare because no one cared about these cars back in the day, so they all rusted away. And almost the same happened with the good old Land Cruiser. But the thing is, you can't really destroy a Land Cruiser, can you? Here we have a Simca 1200 Coupe. It is one of the most beautiful cars ever, styled by Bertoni. Has almost a cab forward look, but it isn't. So there you go, double around your rear end, accompanied by a lovely Alfa with a two-spoke steering wheel. Then we have a Corvette and another US spec SL with the chrome alloys, Volvo Amazon, a Beetle, an MGC, and because of the, there's the scoop, so this is the 6-cylinder version, lovely Porsche 928, Mustang convertible, an Austin Healey, and another Mustang. It's a fastback coupe. And then we have a beefy Volvo 240 series, heavily modified. Color something between aubergine and bronze. There we have the color-coded painted alloys, leather interior. So it started life as a 240 GLE, and ended up like that. So the owner or seller lifted the bonnet, and I was here making pictures. I may show you a picture now of the engine bay, because it was absolutely spotless. There we have a piece of art by Paul Brack, and that is the 6 Series Coupe by BMW. Then we have a very, very early Mini featuring the A Series engine. This must be a very early car. I love the white painted steelies on this. Just have a look at how basic this car was. So this is the Morris version, and rather interestingly, it says Morris 850, but it also said Mascot. So Mascot was the name for the Mini in Denmark. And they even had the Marina badge earlier than there was an actual Marina. So Denmark was a stronghold for the British Motor Corporation. So this is the Mini, the Denmark version, the Mascot. Opel Ascona, heavily tuned, just like this Golf Mark 1. And we have some Fiat 500s in bright colors. There's the Golf again. Then we have a W123 series Merc with lots of AMG parts. And I do like it. And there we have a Beetle jeans. That is an exciting Beetle because just have a look at the colors and lots of jeans interior. Audi NSU. There we have a, this looks interesting. This is the small Prince. And this was never produced like that. So this is the Prince TT and this is a home-built coupe version of it. There we have the Wankel Spider by NSU with a rotary engine at the back, the DKW Junior. Not sure, I think these still had two-stroke engines, but I'm not sure. Then we have the early, was it the Audi 80 already? Well, these cars have badges, that helps a lot. It's an Audi 60, I'm sorry. So this is the 60 and I think it followed the Junior, I don't know. Then we have a beautiful Audi 100 coupe right here. Automatic, some set of newer alloys. Audi 80. This is the four-door variant. There was even a two-door, not a coupe though. It was just a two-door version of the Audi 80. This is a L, so fairly basic. The alloys look great on this. Well, this is how to show off your Citroën. So it's a SM built together with Maserati. I'm sorry. It's late in the evening and I get up very early. Anyway, it looks fantastic. And now have a look at this Citroën DS showing off its capabilities because of 70 years of Citroën hydropneumatics. That's a fun display. Volvo 66, just as seen at the parking deck, and this is the saloon variant, born as a dove. Volvo 444, and there we have a Triumph stack, and that's a treat because I'm a massive British Leyland fan, sporting the Leyland logo. And I love grill badges. Sorry, Rob. And this is the MG Drivers Club stand. And I'm a member of the club, by the way, with a lovely Sprite, with it's a Frog Eye Sprite, with a hardtop. And there we have the latest iteration of the MG Midget. And that was the Mark IV. And the Mark IV got these questionable rubber bumpers, but more questionable, it had a Triumph engine out of the Spitfire. Other than that, it was just your usual lovely MG Midget. And I own one, and I love it. These are fantastic little cars, so if you start a life with classic cars, start with a Midget. And because we are in Bremen, we almost end this video with a look at Bremen's most favorite, the Borgward. And this is the Borgward Isabella. The history of Borgward is actually really quite interesting. Goliath was part of the whole operation. Before we go, there's a BMW Isetta. It's still on Dean plates. Absolutely lovely. And you know what? I think that's it for today. So I hope you liked the video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, correct me because there's lots of things I'm doing wrong and come to the Bremen Classic Motorshow because it is amazing. Actually can't stop the video because I forgot to show you this lovely Ford XR 3i built in 84, 105 PS, and this is a original XR 3i, proper hot hatch from the 80s. And there we have another interesting Ford. It's a Capri. Does it had the 2.8i? It had, because it, you know, I'm an idiot. It says injection, so it is pretty clear what's in it. And still, I can't stop this video because last but not least, we take a look at the Peugeot stand. Only two cars right here. That's this lovely Pininfarina styled convertible beside, well, this newer Pininfarina take on a Peugeot convertible, which is the 306. And you know what? I'm taking it for a ride.